What's up, everybody? Welcome to another reading with the Crown Priestess. It is hot. I'm hot in this. Oh my god. Anyway, sorry y'all. I'm trying to avoid turning on my air because I pay light, okay? And if you pay Con Edison for anything with that AC, you know. But moving forward, this is going to be a pick a pile. You're going to pick a ring. Pick a ring for your next 48 hours. Now, I am recording this on a Friday, May 16th, so this can apply to the weekend energy for some of you. But whenever you come across this video, I hope that it resonates. It comes to you at a time where it will apply to the next 48 to 72 hours of your energy, okay? It is Friday, May 16th when I am filming this. They want me to use these. Okay, so we're going to do the pick a ring now. So, pile 1, you're going to be the Virgin. This is pile 1. Okay. I can't tell if it's like Mary or Guadalupe, but yeah. That was my son's grandfather's ring. It now belongs to his dad. This is the portal. Pile 2, the portal. And pile 3, you will be the dragon. Pile 3, the dragon. Okay? So, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Let me get my rings out the way that I'm wearing. These are my rings, but okay, pile 1 is the Virgin, pile 2 is the portal, pile 3 is the dragon. You can pause the video and meditate if you need more time. I'm going to get started. Timestamps will be pinned in the comment section. Thank you. So if you chose pile 1 with the Virgin, let's see what your messages for the next 48 hours are going to be. I'm not going to make these super long, guys. Just a quick message. Next 48. Oh my God, some of you can be getting ill or hearing of somebody who's very ill, very sick. The weather is very famous for that. At this time, the weather's been kind of up and down, like hot, cold, rainy, at least where I'm at. Oh, my Heavenly Father. Okay. So I want to say this. This is a message that I'm getting for somebody. Please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Oh my gosh, what is going on? I'm sorry, y'all. It's too hot. I'm telling you, like, it's too hot. I shouldn't have did the headphones, but oh well, it's already on. Somebody can be falling ill this weekend. You can find yourself sick, or somebody that you know is really sick. I don't think that it's like terminal illness or anything like that. I'm not getting that energy, but somebody can just not be feeling well, feeling under the weather, staying in bed, maybe feverish or has some sort of injury or something like that is affecting them. I know the rain tends to affect people with like broken bones or back aches and things like that, especially women who've had some sort of surgery in their back, or if they had epidural, like if they had C-sections. People who have like knee pain, shoulder pain, arm pain, it tends to get worse with the rain. All right. That is a very normal and common trait. A lot of people think that, oh, I don't know why that is, or they can't explain it. It's because you're a spiritual being, and that just makes sense that the earth affects you. So there's that. I don't know why people feel like, oh, that's so strange that happens. It's not strange. You're connected to the earth. Like you're made of, anyway, moving forward. If you're feeling those things this weekend, it is imperative that you stay home and rest, that you actually just get the rest. Do not force yourself to go out. Do not force yourself to get up and do the most. Take your rest so that you're not worsening your condition or making yourself over fatigued. I feel like somebody is very fatigued here. Somebody is short of breath. Okay, like it can bring shortness of breath. I don't know if some of you suffer with allergies or asthma or both. But there's a shortness of breath if you are not taking the proper rest. If this is not you and this is somebody else that's falling ill, you are being asked to Observe this person carefully. Okay, what is that? This is like if you, okay, I'm going to use this as an example. It may be literal for some of you. It may be symbolic. Please take only what resonates. If you recently did some sort of reveal spell, like a revelation spell, a hidden enemies spell, a return to sender, a hex removal, a jinx removal, or if you just prayed, even like if it was just a prayer to protect you from some malignant energy, whether you knew exactly where it was coming from or not. If you did any work like that, I don't know, what was that list? Somebody could have a list. If you did any work like that recently and you find out that somebody has fallen ill this weekend, even if it's as simple as, hey, we had plans to go out and somebody's like, I can't because I'm really sick, I got COVID, I have a cold, I messed up my leg, whatever, that person was one of your hidden enemies. That person was somebody who was wishing harm against you, and whatever spell work or prayer or affirmation that you did, it sent it knocked them down. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Yeah, like this person is not what they seem. This person does not have your best interest at heart. Okay. It's like all of a sudden they can't, because I feel like you might have had plans with this person. Yeah. Oh my God. For some of you, this is a relationship. Maybe you guys had plans to go out on a date. You had to, like, you guys were going to meet some. That's at the bottom. That's at the bottom. Something about, take it how it resonates once again. You had like a date night planned or something, some sort of outing, some sort of events. And it's like, whether it's you or this person who's sick, I'm getting for real that it's the other person. Someone else is getting sick. But even if it's you, it's like, it's because spirit is showing you, like, severing this tie. They're like, on purpose, they're getting in the way because this person is not good for you. This person does not have your best intentions. This person pretends that they love and care for you, that they're your friend, that they're your lover, that they're your family, but really, they're hateful. Really, they don't like you. They're fake. They're a fake person. Thief also came out with that. So I want to show y'all the cards so you're understanding where this is coming from. If you're pregnant or you're finding out that you're pregnant, it is best to keep this news to yourself, because there is somebody around you that will really prey on this. Yo. Also, if you're somebody who's recently come into good fortune, or you're a person who has good fortune, wealth, for lack of better words, and wealth and prosperity, success and fortune can mean so many things. It can look like so much. Even sometimes, like, we don't, like, I personally myself, I don't feel like I'm a person who has a lot, but I am a person who has stability and peace and autonomy, and that sometimes is just enough for people to hate on. You know what I'm trying to say? So even if you don't think like you have a lot, even if you don't think like you're somebody worth being jealous of or people hating or wanting to take from, you are. Okay, you are. When people look at you, they see this Empress energy. Okay, they see that you have a lot of stability, you have a lot of money, you have a lot of freedom. Again, some of you could have come into money recently, sudden wealth, a gift, privileged lady behind that. Some of you recently got a promotion at work with your occupation, and someone is looking at you with very jealous eyes. All right, so whatever it is that is detouring you this weekend, follow that detour and understand that spirit is blocking this for a reason. So if somebody was supposed to come over and they don't force it. If you were supposed to go out with somebody and plans fall through, don't force it. If you were supposed to meet with someone for drinks or party or anything, and it's like, oh, actually they canceled, oh, or the weather, oh, I'm not feeling well, oh, you're not, Don't force it, because that is spirit showing you that this person is not right. So that's confirmation for somebody, okay? That's all I have for you, Power One. Like I said, I'm not going to make these super long. Moving forward. Moving forward. Okay. So if you chose Power 2, the portal. The portal. All right. So if you chose the portal, Power 2, this is my ring. Let me put it on. I just wanted to use something different for the Powers this week. If you chose the portal, let's see what messages we have for the next 48 hours and or this weekend. What is your energy? What are the messages for the next 48? Oh, Pal 2, if you have children, or there are children, even if you're not necessarily a parent, but there are children that you're close to, you may have to care for this child this weekend. Pay attention to this child very closely. You could be in distress because you can't provide for this child, but you have a blessing coming in, okay? I think that there's something stressful surrounding court, a legal system, or maybe just a binding contract that you have with someone, whether it's a literal contract or a verbal contract, a spiritual contract, if you may. This is giving baby mama, baby daddy energy right off the bat, to be honest. These people, someone here for sure is like getting in the way of someone seeing their child, being with their child, being able to provide for their child, being able to I don't know, just get involved with somebody. Now, if this is not children, obviously, because everybody doesn't have children and things of that nature, this is like somebody just getting in the way of you being close to someone that wants to be close to you. I do see it as a child, for like, to be honest. This feels like somebody who is very far away from their child. I don't know what the circumstance is. Perhaps somebody does not have the means. They don't have the travel. They don't have the time. Somebody can be away at the military. Somebody can be away in prison. Somebody can just be away due to, like, now that I'm looking at this chain and this anchor, I feel like this is restraint. So somebody can have like a physical restraining order. Somebody can have a restraining order or something like that. Oh, damn. That's like I'm thinking now of DDG and Haley Bailey right now. That was recent. It's all over the gram, whatever. Yeah, no, I don't follow too much on that stuff. So I try not to get overly involved in celebrity gossip, even though people think otherwise. But just for popular vernacular, right? Common, whatever people are into, it's given that where like, I do believe that I read she has a restraining order on him now. So there's that. Somebody can have a restraining order. There can be something here, but I do feel like this is like conflict in the next 48. This is somebody, again, if it's not physically like a legal situation, it's just somebody, it's concerned courthouse. Oh my God. Like, you see this? Concern and courthouse, courtship behind that. So this can be like a divorce as well, or some sort of separation happening that is affecting a family. It's affecting children. It's affecting siblings, people that are used to being together, being close, or being torn apart. Like there's friction. There's a lot of things in the way here. And it's due to somebody's like selfishness or... Okay, because I don't want to say that for everyone. Yeah, the sun is a good energy to be in. Thank you. Somebody can seem like they're being very selfish about something, but it's like they're just trying to make the right decisions. And the truth is, in situations like this, it's very difficult to find a right answer, right? It's very difficult to find something that accommodates everyone. And so I think that in this case, someone is really just trying to do what's best. They really are genuinely trying to do what's best for themselves, for these children, for this family. And again, there's no right or wrong answer, you know, the waiting game and choose wisely. There's really no right or wrong answer. I do feel like this is something that's going to take time, but there is light at the end of the tunnel where victory and success. You did have the Sun card at the bottom, so I do feel like this turns around eventually. But this weekend, these next 48 hours, there's a lot of contemplation. There's a lot of, you know, delusion. It's important that you are following your intuition. I think somebody's main concern right now is that they don't have the means, they don't have the resources, and they don't have straight up and down the money to do something, you know, whether that's to get custody of this child, move, visit, something. There's like something that is really anchoring the individual. Like it's like being, yeah, it's like being anchored. That's how I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it like, you know, in those old cartoons and stuff where they would put like a shackle around the prisoner's ankle, but it was like attached to a really heavy like stone anvil or a big ass like ball, like a boulder or something that they couldn't move off of. That's what this feels like. Like somebody wants to take action, but they can't. And then the other party is just doing what they feel is best, possibly because they don't really know. I think there's a lack of communication between these entities. And so nobody really understands what it is that the other person is going through. And so they're just trying to make decisions with the information that they have at hand, which is, that's adulting, man. Like that. Sometimes you don't have all the information, but you still have to make a choice. You can't just sit in limbo. So I get it. Yeah, I would say just give it time. I think that somebody's going through a really rough time, especially financially. There's no stability here. Somebody maybe doesn't have a home or a job, or there's just no stability at all. And it feels like this child is kind of stuck in the middle of the decisions of these two adults. Now, again, take this as it resonates, because everybody doesn't have children. Everybody's not going through the same stuff. But that I have to say that this is what I'm seeing. It's like a child in the middle of two parents who can't seem to make the right decisions, can't seem to stand on their own 2 feet, can't seem to, like, they really don't know what to do, you know. And it's affecting this child most of all, or these children most of all. It's definitely affecting the family in general, because I don't think that either one of these people has the answers for real, but they will come to you. Yeah, it's just going to take time. But again, triumph, you're going to have to work for it. You know, it's something you're going to have to fight for. You're going to have to push through. This is not simple energy, okay? But 5, 6, and 7 was here because look, victory and success. It starts with that conflict, but it comes up. It comes up. It gets better, okay? There is progress, but it's not going to be very easy. So I'm rooting for you, pile 2. That's what I have. I'm rooting for you. If that didn't resonate at all, please pick another pile. If that did resonate, I am rooting for you, and I'm sending you love and light. Okay? We all need it. Okay, pile 3. If you chose the dragon, let's see what your next 48 hours are going to give. Oh, let me start with Kipper. Pile 3, the dragon people, the Valarians, House Valarian, House Targaryen. What did you choose? Some of you are Game of Thrones fans like me. That's why I got a dragon ring. Pile 3, what's going on for your next 48? What's happening? Pile 3. What is with these children? These house dynamics. Okay, well, yours looks nicer. Yours looks a lot nicer. Mommy. Excuse me, I'm working. Mommy. Excuse me, I'm working. Okay, the children are clearly of importance this weekend. So there's a family dynamic here, a couple. You could be, some of you are visiting a child or someone who has children. You can be visiting somebody. I feel like definitely, you know what this is given, and obviously that's not for everybody, so I'll give another message, but like, this is given like meeting the family, meeting the folks. Some of you are in new connections, and you're meeting your person's family for the first time, or they're meeting your family for the first time, something like that. Okay, some of you are already have children, so they're meeting your children for the first time. If this is somebody that you're already with and this has already all been established, I just feel like you guys are spending time together this weekend, working on things. Maybe it's a family weekend, a family getaway, a family night, something like that. You're introducing something like that, or you constantly introduce things like that when you have family day and whatever, right? That's important. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. For some of you, this is a rekindling of a family as well. So if you were in separation from your baby mama, baby daddy, you guys are coming back together. You guys are working it out. You guys are in a new space. You're trying to do things differently. You've learned something here. There's been like a death and a rebirth towards this connection. I feel like somebody is not happy about it either. I'm being called to say that. So if you are spending time with your family, if you are rekindling a family, and or even if you are for the first time meeting your person's family or vice versa, somebody's not particularly fond of this activity or this union. What the fuck is that about? The hell do they got to do with anything? It's like somebody still thinks about your ex, or somebody still thinks about you. They don't like the fact that you're with this new person. Emotional loss. I'm not joking. Somebody is really feeling it. Like, they feel like you guys were supposed to be, oh my God. So here's what's happening. You're having a beautiful life. Okay. Whatever's going on with you and your connection, or whatever's coming towards you this weekend, it's a good thing. But with this storm warning and this emotional loss, it's like somebody's looking at you. Child, that envy. Somebody is looking at you and feeling like that's supposed to be my life. I don't like. I don't like that. Get him out. This could be a masculine energy. It don't matter. It's jealous boots. Okay, I will say that. This is an energy that feels like, how dare you go do that with that person and not me. Oh, it's given Acrimony. Was that the name of the movie with Taraji? And listen, I have mixed feelings about that movie and how everything went. But in the end, the bitch did lose her mind by going onto that boat and just trying to kill everybody. It's given that. Like, not you giving this bitch my life. Not you fucking on that nigga and giving him the son that I've been begging you for all my life. Not you being happy with this and that. Or now you buying houses. Now da-da-da-da-da. Child, please. Please. This person is crashed out. This is somebody who's very crashed out. And I think it's important that you know this. This person could start a lot of drama, okay? I don't know if they're starting this drama this weekend, but I think that Spirit wants you to keep in mind. Also, just being very cautious about keeping certain news to yourself, and it's not to say that you shouldn't be able to celebrate what's yours or show what's yours, because hey, baby, protection is protection. Like, and you're a protected person, you know what you're doing, and you believe in God, then hey, nothing's going to break that. But just because we know how to stay dry when it rains don't mean that it ain't never going to rain. You know what I'm saying? Just because we've learned how to, and there it is. On the split, man holding a coin and the envy card. Somebody is really upset. I don't know what this is about. Now, first, those of you who are meeting someone, now I want to say this right now. If this is new, right? If this is not that you've been with this person or rekindling, I'm saying if this is new, like you just now are about to, for the first time, like the first message I got, meeting somebody's family, or they're meeting your family. God save me with this message. There is someone that you're meeting in that family that's not necessarily a blood relative, or you know what I mean? It's like one of those friends of the family. Or hey, I mentioned Targaryen with the dragons. Maybe they are related, but they one of those that, you know, they be touching on each other. They cousins, but they be touching on each other. Child, please. We're not gonna act like we didn't see it. And I personally don't live that life, but some people do. But I'm saying this because Spirit is telling me to say this. If you are meeting somebody's family, or they are meeting your family for the first time, however it goes, you know your story. There's someone that you're meeting that may look like they are related to this person, happy for this person, or some friend of the family that's always been around since they was just a jit, and ba 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 ba. They are very upset. They are very jealous, and they are very hurt by this union. And I'm going to leave that right there, because that was wild, and I got to get out of here. And I just want to give you one going away card. Yeah. Community with recognition and reward. So you are going to meet people. You're going to meet people. It's going to be fun. It's going to look like a good time. But one of these bitches, you see how that one look a little... Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Spiritual union, partnerships and alliances, hostility. Be aware that at least one in that group is not happy. And you gotta... Love, light, and abundance. Book your fucking personal readings. That was mad drama. Have a good weekend.